Modelling percentages is an activity you should do last after you've done the other decimal and percentage activities. It uses lots of different skills. In this example, it's asking you for an equivalent percentage as a fraction. 3 out of 100, you should know after doing other fractions activities and decimal activities that all percentages are out of 100, so 3 out of 100 is the same as 3%. This one asks you for 1 out of 20 as a percentage. So if you think to yourself that you've got 1 out of 20, how many will you have out of 100? Well, if you've got 1 out of 20, you'll have 2 out of 40, you'll have 3 out of 60, you'll have 4 out of 80, and you'll have 5 out of 100, because 20 goes into 100 5 times. So there are 5 20s, so there are going to be 5 1s as well. Another example, 1/5 this time. If you've got 1 out of 5, again you'll have 2 out of 10, you'll have 3 out of 15, you'll have 4 out of 20. You could keep going up until you get to the number out of 100. Or you could think to yourself, okay, if I've got 1 out of 5, then I know that if I times 5 by 20, 5 times 20 is 100. And if I times 5 by 20, I've got to times the 1 by 20 as well. 1 times 20 is also 100, so it's 20%. Sorry, 1 times 20 is 20, so it's 20%. The last one, 25, you could say, okay, I've got 2 out of 25, so I'll have 4 out of 50, I'll have 6 out of 75, and I'll have 8 out of 100. Or you could see that to turn 25 into 100, 25 out of 100, you times it by 4. And if you times 25 by 4, you've got to times the 2 by 4 as well. 2 times 4 is 8. So that's a few examples of turning percentages and fractions and decimals into percentages, fractions and decimals. But you'll need to just do the other activities and then have a go at this one almost like a pre-test.